have both avatars on the island at the same time, go into your inventory icon, and you want to find what I sent you, which should be probably under a note card. So it might have gone in your note card category. It would be called Women's Basics and Men's Basics. In that note card, I put a lot of different outfits. So if you can't find it directly, go up into the inventory and start typing Women's Basics and Men's Basics, and you find them. So once you find that particular item, you can send over to the other avatar all of the things that are in that particular note card. The note card is just storing a lot of things. Now there's another way to do this, but let's see if this one works first. So what you do is you click on it. I'm just left clicking, which kind of focused on it, and now I'm literally holding my mouse down and carefully sliding it over to the other avatar. And when I do that, I get the notice that Math Science Crystal received my offer. Now I'm going to come in as the other avatar to show you what it looks like there. So I sent it over. I found the item, I clicked and dragged it over to the other avatar. And you can do that with anything in your inventory that you want to give away. There are a couple of items that won't work that way, but most should. So that's just a general rule to give something to another avatar. When the other avatar is right there, they'll get a notification up in the top saying, as you can see, Women's Basics were being sent over. I can either show what the contents are, or in this case, I accept it. Now, if they don't catch it right away, if they're not there, what they'll get is a little box up at the top, something like this, that says they've been notified. So if they don't get it right away, they're not there to pick it up, you can tell them to look in the upper right to see if they have that box. Now I turned it around and I switched over to being the Math Science Crystal avatar, and when I open up my inventory this way, let me move it up a little bit, here's my inventory, I can go in and first it looks like this. You open these boxes by just turning that little twisty, and actually she's been sent this a bunch of times. So what you can do is, she kept on accepting it, so she's got multiple copies. But let's look under Women's Basics, and I'm left clicking it 2 times, and here's just information about what it is. These are telling her that these are all the clothes and things that she might be able to get. Now, if I remember correctly, some of these, okay, I just clicked on one. It says, do I want to copy it to my inventory? So right now it's sitting in my note card. So I'm going to say, yes, let's copy it over into my inventory. That was the poodle skirt, so I'm clicking copy. So don't forget, I'm in my inventory now, so I'm going to click out of that and just start it again. Let's see where it put the poodle skirt. Now, remember too, you can always click, oh, I have lots of poodle skirts too. So I started typing poodle skirts, it brought up all of them. It went in as an object. Now I'm going to try to see if I can just click and drag it over onto her. Can't remember if that, oh, well, it's not a very good example. That skirt goes on upside down. So it wasn't one of the better items to pick. I can edit it and actually turn it around and reposition it on her, but that takes a little extra time to show you right now. But you would try out different outfits like this, and I am going to hold Control on the keyboard and show that I could circle that skirt around, and I could then use my arrows and move it over so it fits her better. So skirts and clothing are just attachments that actually sit on the avatar. Just something to talk about later. But what you can do is get other clothes from that note card. So the note card just has a lot of outfits in it. Send the note card over to the other avatar. Have them open up the note card, find something they want to test, click on it, and then when they click on it, it goes into their inventory, and it does depend upon what type of object it was. I'm just typing Women's Basic. You can see there are numerous objects here. So some of the objects are hair. It's got a box that tells you it's going to be an attachment. Some of these other things are clothing that's going to fit them directly. So play with all these different options. I put a whole bunch of them in here that are all pretty decent, but as you can see, the example I picked was something that kind of puts the skirt on upside down. But as you know, you can move all of these things around. So even if I put it here, it's still attached to her. So when she walks, her clothes are walking with her. But I'd want to position it so that it could either be a dress or it could be a hat for her. All sorts of fun things you can do. These are the things that the kids like to do. So I could go up and play with how she wears this outfit. But I think that should give you a general sense of how you transfer something to another avatar. And depending upon what you transfer, they open it up in their inventory after accepting it, and then they can use it and play with it. So have fun with this.